Good morning. What's up? Facebook. Oh, everybody. How are you this morning? Hey, I'm real excited because God woke me up today. You better be excited because you have another day to win, another day to come to the plate. So thank you. God bless you. This is Kay Powell, the tax guru. How are you from Speedy Tax Services? Yep, this is my Tuesday, Tax Tuesday show. Hey, what's up? Yes, I'm turned up. Why I'm turned up? I don't know. I just love life. I just love everything. I'm just so excited. And in the morning, I'm like on one. Man, you're thinking like, what did she drink this morning? I drank a thank you, Jesus. Grateful. I'm up this morning, did my prayer, and I'm just excited. Good morning that I'm able to come to you and to talk to you about what is going on out there in financial land, in tax land. So let's talk about the first thing. The big hot thing is the child tax credit, the advance credit for 2021. Yes, so many of you probably have received letters from IRS saying you qualify. Many of you are trying to figure out how to qualify, but it is very exciting. So what's going on? The advanced child tax credit is some money that's coming to you that are eligible. What is it? Yes, you see on the line, dependents from newborn to 17 years old qualify for it. So there's two different ones. The one, if they are 5 and under, then you will get you qualify for $3,600, and if they are 6 to 17, you qualify for $3,000. So what IRS has said is they're going to give an advance half the amount to eligible IRS or eligible taxpayers. You don't even have to be a taxpayer. If you're just eligible and you have kids, you can get an advance up to half of that amount. So, and the first payment is July 15th. IRS has opened a portal. What does that mean? That means you go to irs.gov, and then there's a portal that says, get my advanced child credit. In fact, let me see what it says. It says advanced child tax credit payment. So I went there and I looked it up. It has a portal, 2 portals now. The first portal is non-filers, meaning that you didn't file taxes and you have children you want to report. Maybe you just get Social Security and you think, well, they got that from the stimulus. No, this is a separate one. They don't use the same system. So you got to go in there and you got to tell them, if you haven't filed taxes and you have more dependents, you need to go over there. You can tell people that don't have income or anyone that they qualify for it. The other portal is everybody don't want the money. Why? Because some people, they rather take the credit at the next year when they file taxes to reduce the amount of taxes they owe. So now there's 2 portals. One of them is I want to opt out, and the other one is I'm a non-filer and I'm adding children. There's going to be a third portal, or either they're going to fix that opt-out one, but I believe there's going to be a third one. And IRS says that the third one's going to say, I want to update my address. I filed taxes, but I want to take someone off, or I want to add someone in, or I want to put my direct deposit in. That's the third portal. It hasn't come up yet. We're going to make an announcement, but there's 2 portals there. Please spread the word. Tell people. If there's anybody that for instance, that doesn't know, anybody that that needs to qualify for that. Everybody thinks, I got to make money. These stimulus money are even for people that are on disability, people that are, basically homeless. They can get it too if they have children. Or if they just, on Social Security or just didn't make enough money to file taxes. So please spread the word, tell people about it so that we can get this money. Typically what happens is the money just stays there. So I'm asking all of you, let's help each other. Let's be a community that helps people and not, if you're not getting it, so what? Still tell people about it. Okay? All right. Spread the good news. Hey, you guys, I'm hoping that I'm providing information that is worthwhile. I get on there every Tuesday and I'm thinking nobody's watching it. And I used to be, when it was about the stimulus money for everybody, I had hundreds of people on my Tax Tuesday. Now it's down because people are like, it ain't got nothing to do with me. But it's not all about you. You can share this information for people that it is appropriate to. Bridget Smalls, thank you so much for getting on and supporting Tax Tuesday. I appreciate it. Okay, what else is next? Good morning, Bonita. Good morning, Dante. Thank you, guys. I'm sitting here trying to bring information to the community. I need you guys to support me and share and tell people, hey, I would love to blow up. Wouldn't that be interesting if we just reach like thousands and thousands of people, especially in the local area, that we can help everybody. So the next thing, thank you, Bridget. The next thing we're going to talk about is unemployment. Whoa, good morning, Celia. Good morning, Nikita. I'm glad. Thank you, guys. Show me that you're there. Hi, Nikita. Show me that you're there. So anyway, the next is unemployment. Well, there's a lot going on with unemployment. Good morning, Sylvia. And what's going on with unemployment is that as of July 11th, I saw it on the website, July 11th, no longer can you just get unemployment without actually contacting employers. So what they want is that they want you to say, yes, I did look for work. Now, I don't know the details if they're going to say I look for work with AKA whatever. I'm not sure, but I do know, hey, how are you? Thank you very much. I do know that July 11th, you can no longer just check marks and get unemployment. So California is changing the way unemployment is going to be done. Other states, some of them are opting out. Some of them are, the pandemic part and only allowing the regular part. So this is how California is going to address it. They're going to address it is as of July 11th, you got to contact employers. You can no longer just kick back and get this money and not show them that you're actively looking for employment. Why? Because there's employment everywhere. Everywhere I go, seeking employees. Everywhere I go, there's signs. Hey, there's people that need employees. So there's no reason really to just sit on unemployment. Get your butt up and go and apply for jobs. What about business owners with the pandemic money? Oh, okay. So we're going to talk about the small businesses after I get through with this. So thank you, Bridget. And remind me if I forget. So unemployment, you have to show proof of job search to collect benefits beginning in July. So I hope that. Now, I do have a lot of calls about unemployment too, where, no matter who they fire, no matter who they put over there, no matter what they're doing, they still have a backlog of taking care of unemployment cases. They have a backlog of people getting their money. And there's just something going on. Unemployment just wasn't ready for all this. So I have told some people, if it's been more than a couple of months, call your assembly person or congressperson in your area. And what I have found that they are very helpful. And if you have a case where you can say, hey, I called them 100 times, I filed all these papers, and I haven't had any results, they have actually helped people get through the menage that's over there at unemployment and actually start getting their money. But come on now, not in a week, not in a couple of days. It has to be a problem. You don't take no problems to no assembly person. But I've been waiting a week and I ain't got my stuff. No, you have to be impatient. You have to be patient. Wait 2-3 weeks, a month first, and then try to call them. And then you're going to call them and tell them, I'm hungry and I need to be fed. I need my unemployment. So that's the unemployment thing. If you can't get it resolved, call your assembly person. And I'm telling you, they have staff people that have direct line over to EDD, and they can give them your information and help you resolve your unemployment problem. So I pray and hope that you take care of that and able to do that. So now we're going to talk about, are you accepting tax clients? Yes. So if you need me, and I love to help people, call me or at 916. There you go. It's down there, and you can make an appointment on my website or just call me. I am taking clients. I love to help people resolve issues. And let me tell you, it's tough because if I have to stand in the gap and try to call somebody for you, IRS, this morning I spent hours, 2 or 3 hours, And the phone hung up. They called me back. Yeah, okay, I'll stop whining about my problems. I'm going to help you. So the next one, I want to talk about small businesses. But before I do that, I just want to kind of mention we have right now approaching the eviction moratorium. So the end of June 30th, this is community information, you guys, and it is our obligation to provide community information. So I don't just care about taxes, I care about where you live and what you're doing. So California is looking at how to extend the eviction moratorium. So the moratorium expires June 30th, meaning after June 30th, if you have not paid your rent, or if you're not in some kind of rent relief program, that the landlords can start eviction on you, and the courts will hear it. Before, the courts wouldn't hear it. They said, no, there's a moratorium. I don't care what's going on. They would not hear it. Well, that's over June 30th. The federal and the state eviction moratorium expires then. What's going to happen? Well, California is looking at some proposals quickly. One of the proposals is that they will just pay your back rent. Woo! And then you start fresh. Wow, what a proposal. To think that we have enough money to do that. I don't know how they're going to do it. But anyway, that's one of the proposals. The other one is just to extend it, to give you more time to get yourself together. And what I would tell you is that to find a place is like a needle in a haystack. The rent, there's no places to rent. If you want to buy a place and not nobody on unemployment ready to buy a place, it better not be. Anyway, if you want to buy a place, houses are off the roof. The prices are ridiculous. So I would tell you to try to take advantage of this and figure out how to either get some relief or to work something out with your landlord so that you'll have a place. Because if you look, you can't even get a place on the homeless strip. Man, I went out there, and if I was to try to get a place out there, pitch a tent, ain't no place. Every place is full. All the homeless spots is full. What you gonna do, I don't know. But I'm asking and praying for you to try to figure out and prepare yourself for this eviction moratorium, praying that, that's only another week. But I think California is going to step up and going to do something about it. So my next part of this is small businesses. And as I tell you, BSBA is the guru of small businesses, but they also allow me. I talk about it too, but bsba.ca.gov or ca.org, they are the guru. And I really recommend that you talk to them and make an appointment. So I've been talking about small businesses. And one of the things I said is that you need to have your structure right. You need to find out your financial. Thank you. There's BSBA there. You need to find out financially, like, for instance, you need to have a financial institution. And BSBA actually has a person at the Golden One Credit Union that will actually help you set up a business account. And you need a business account. And of course, you need good record keeping. A bookkeeper is what you need. I provide those services, but you can do it too. But you need good record keeping. If you're going to be a business, if we haven't found out anything else in this pandemic, is that it is critical that you have your records to straight. Bookkeeping, that means that you're you know what your expenses are. That means your correct tax papers are filed, and that you're taking advantage. For instance, do you know they have the employee retention credit that you can get from IRS? They have the sick leave. If you had employees that were sick, that were on the COVID, you can put in for credit for that. So, but you got to have your records together. So one of the things that I want to explain to you all is that having a foundation, I tell everybody, you're a small business, but operate like you a big business. Operate like you Walmart, like you a giant. Have your experts on your team. Have your payroll done if that needs to be done, but have your records done. Now, one of the questions people ask me, how do I pay myself? Well, the way you pay yourself is there's different ways. If you're just a sole proprietor or LLC sole proprietor, you don't have to have a payroll company. What you can do is pay yourself. The easiest way, I tell everybody how I'm a small business owner. What I do is I write a check from my business account to my personal account. Now, other people do other things. I'm still old fashioned, but you can actually just transfer money from your business account to your payroll account. And that is considered paying yourself. So this is what a lot of small businesses ask me. So there's the answer to that. And then if you don't, even whatever's left, whatever your profit is that's left after your business, how can I use my social to now use my EIN? How can I change my, okay, so all you have to do is, that's a really good question, Hudson. The change your social to start using your EIN number is just start using a business account. That's your EIN number. If there's anybody that pay you, you would give them a W-9, and a W-9 would say any pay that you issue to me will now be issued with my name or with my business name using this EIN number. So if you got clients and they're paying you just regular clients, then you just put that money in an account under your EIN number. But if you have clients that have been paying you checks and whatever, for instance, that you invoice, you give them a W-9 and tell them invoice, but use this EIN. So at the end of the year, when they offer you a 1099, then that will, if they offer you a 1099 at the end of the year, it's going to have your EIN number. So I have another question. Thank you. We interacted today. Come on, y'all. Come on. Bring those questions. It says, how long does it take to receive your EIN number? Well, the EIN number only takes about 24 hours to two couple of days, 2 weeks at the most. So early, if you haven't gotten your EIN number, you need to call IRS. And I'll write a note, and I'm going to send you who to call to find out where your EIN number, if it's been filed. It just depends on who's filing it. But usually, typically what I do is I get it right away. If I file it, I get it right away and I make a copy of it. But if it's coming in the mail, it could take a while because they're not working at home. So it's interesting to know that many of the people from IRS, they're not working at home. So it could take weeks, but you could actually call them and they will tell you what your EIN number is. Now, there was another question up here, and I just want to go back to that question as we're talking about small businesses. And that was from, let's see here. And I said I'd talk about it again. What about business owners with the pandemic money? So that's a real good question, Bridget. And the pandemic money, there's some stuff about that. So what is the pandemic money? Well, we have PPP, we got California Relief Grant, we got the EIDL loan, we have the EIDL targeted advance. We have the restaurant revitalization fund. So it depends on what you're talking about, and they all have different rules. So for instance, the California Relief Grant, that was a grant. So that money does not have to be paid back and it's not taxable. So when you receive grant, taxes is on income earned. So you want to keep your whatever you've done and received in regards to pandemic money. Those monies are loans or grants, but they are not taxable. So you really need to talk to your tax person, but your record keeping needs to be separate. You need to keep PPP money separate, and you need to keep pandemic EIDL loan money separate. Those monies are, so if you go get a loan at the bank, you don't, a credit loan or business loan, you don't pay taxes on that. What you do, which is really kind of exciting, you can write off the interest. So if on the EIDL loan, if you're paying that back, you can write off the interest on your taxes. But in regards to the money, so I keep my money separate. For instance, the pandemic money, the PPP money, I kept it separate so that I can easily track where I got the money. The good news is the hardest one is the PPP, Paycheck Protection Program. What do we do about that? Well, it's closed. And many people are going to be facing, how do I get it forgiven? Well, let me tell you, SBA is so sweet. They have put together a program where if you got under 150,000, basically all you got to do is submit the application and put your name on it, and it will be forgiven. They're not asking for records. They're not asking for anything other than putting in the application. So they have like a form, an easy form, like 3808. EZ and 3808S. If you had under 100,000, it's going to be like a walk in. You don't even need to call me to pay me to do it. It's going to be like a walk in the park. It is so simple. And if you concerned and you want to know, you can go on SBA's website. But I do know, like, for instance, mine's with through US Bank. They have not opened the portal yet to receive the forgiveness for the second part, but they will open it up. And then that's when you're going to submit this easy form that you can do if you was in the first grade, but I'll help you if you need. And you can sign it and send it in. If it's 150,000, then it's easy. But I do encourage you to keep your records, meaning like, well, I did all this. What I do? Well, anytime you're dealing with some federal information, you need to keep your records for, I'm telling you, about 5 years. Did you say it's now closed? Yeah, the PPP, the first and second round is closed. And I know I've been getting hundreds of calls from people, especially from Wampley people. But anyway, where they got the second loan, they signed the docs, and it says it's funded, or they're experiencing some kind of issues like, well, is the bank information correct? It says it's funded. So, oh, okay, Benita, your portal opened yesterday. All right. So Benita has the portal from US Bank, and she said it opened yesterday. So if you are a US Bank person, you can go in and do your forgiveness easy as pie. That's easy as pie. So I think that's really some important stuff. This will also include our speedy tax. Oh, July. So hey, you guys, let me tell you something. I have a newsletter that's coming out in July. And so it will have information in it about the PPP and all that. I am trying to set it off in trying to help the community and stay intact and involved. So if there's any way that you don't get this information, I got a newsletter coming out. Woo-hoo! And please share this with people. So the last thing I want to talk about in small businesses is just planning. How do you sign up for the newsletter? The way you sign up for the newsletter is just send me an email address to speedytaxes@comcast.net and send me your email, and I'll forward it on to my person that will sign you up for the newsletter. That's all you got to do. And all you got to do is say, hey, I want to get the newsletter. Thank you for that question, Selena. That wasn't clear. So the last thing I really want to talk to you about small businesses is what I've learned is you've got to set yourself up for the future. What I see in a lot of small businesses is they still don't have investments. They don't have life insurance. What are you going to do when your business, either you can't work it no more or your business going? Do you have your future planned? It's so critical. You know, I love what I'm doing, but I actually have a pension. And it's important for you to save some money. So don't just spend. You know, you've got to think about the future. You got to think out about, thank you. You got to think out about what is going to happen in the future. Am I going to work till I die? Or will I have something in place so that I can have an income and I can sit down? You got to think about investments. You got to think about a life insurance policy. Even for your business, what happens if you die and you were the main person? In order to sustain that business, you should have some life insurance. So Susie Osmond put something out the other day, and she was talking, and I thought, man, I got to share this with my Facebook people, that you got to think about tomorrow. What I find out is people spend, but they don't save nothing. You got to have an emergency fund. You got to have a retirement plan. You got to have something for tomorrow. And, you know, Susie Osmond said what she learned, Ormond said that what she learned is that you can't even be satisfied with a 6-month savings or 8-month. She said, because of the pandemic and what happened and took everybody by surprise, if you want your business to survive doing any other, and we don't know what's going to happen because we never thought this would happen, you need a year's worth of savings, emergency savings. That's a lot. So if you have $5,000 in bills, you need at least $60,000 in emergency savings. You need to invest. So I'm investing like crazy, and I'm already retired, but you need to invest. That means that you need to plan for your future. I have so many beauticians, barbers, or just sole proprietors that don't have a retire, and they making buku money, and they don't have a retirement for tomorrow. Today, no one knows what tomorrow is, but you need to plan for tomorrow. You got to be smart. You cannot just sit there and allow yourself to just live day by day, and then tomorrow you could be disabled. Anything can happen to you, and it is critical that you set a foundation. So, small business owner, I'm pleading to you. You can call me, and I can set you with the right people or someone else. I was just going to ask, how much do we need? But yes, I need more. So just think about it. If you got to figure out how much money that you need to live on. You're welcome, Lena. And then figure out how to get there. Some of y'all gonna have to go in the fast lane and save as much as possible, because you cannot count on anything like Social Security. It says go to our website and fill out the contact our team form at the bottom of the screen. So look at the screen. You can go there and fill that out to get the newsletter. Thank you very much, Sylvania. She is awesome. You know, when y'all talk about digital marketing and a digital team, well, I'm part of Logic, and Sylvania Moore is she's the head of it. And let me tell you, she's boss. Young girl, only 22 or 23, I swear. Maybe she older, but she on the ball. She has changed my business by allowing it to applying digital marketing, where we can talk to our employees, our clients. But anyway, that's my tip for today, is to save dollars for tomorrow. People, I don't know how many 100-year-olds there are, but it has changed. If you're going to live to be 100, you can't work till you're 100. You're going to have to find out how to have some money work for you. Investments are, while you sleeping, money's working for you. So I pray all of you guys that you're able to receive this information and that it was a blessing to you. Thank you for allowing me to pour into you, to be part of your community. It takes a community, and I'm just glad to be part of it. This is Kay Powell, and I love all of you. And I'm excited. You be excited. So we'll see what happens by next week. And if you need me, you can call me. I'll answer the phone. Kay Powell, hallelujah. There's my email. There's my Facebook. But join me next week, same time at 9:00. And I'm going to have guess what? I'm going to have a guest, Heather Lucy from Small Business Association. She is the regional director. She's been on this show before. She's going to be on the show next week because there's a whole lot going on at SBA. We got all these funds and people ain't getting any money. So she's going to answer questions. She'll be here to talk about the EIDL loan, the advance, the targeted, the restaurant revitalization, the shuttered venue grant, all of that. She's going to be our expert. She will be here next week at 9:00. So spread the word. Heather Lucy will be my special guest next Tuesday. And then after that, I'm going to start having small business owners as one every week as a guest. So if you be interested, if you aren't afraid and you can talk and you would like to be a guest, Bonita, you may want to be a guest on my next show. So you can tell people about your travel business and your grand opening. And I just love you. You're my travel person. You're awesome. So maybe I'll talk to you about being my guest in July. I don't know if you'll be around. God bless y'all. I'll talk to you guys. See you later, and hope that you will join me and tell everybody, let's blow this up. Let's get more than a few people on here because it's valuable information. So that great. I'm going to have you on here. And if you want to be a guest, Bridget? Yes. Okay. So Bridget wants to be a guest, and Bonita wants to be a guest. So you are welcome. So Leah, thank you. I'll see you. I have somebody working on your stuff already. God bless y'all. See y'all The dealer lady. Okay. I like that. That's cool. So I got a couple of guests that will be on. I'm going to feature a small business person every week for the next few weeks. So take care and see you next week. Out.